be a manly man. His jaw, his back, his bicep gun, he makes me feel like a woman. Oh, man.
Arcane Season 2 finished recently, and I was blown away by how the writers not only avoid common mistakes usually seen in such popular series that even Marvel at its peak made, but also create some excellent character arcs with some really amazing and unique animation sequences. But the more perfect something is, the more those minor imperfections stand out. Specifically, I couldn't help but notice how the series was plagued by a product of the last decade's politics. Over-masculine women. Now, don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong with a woman being masculine or wanting to be more masculine. There's plenty of excellent people who are masculine women, and there's tons of great characters that are masculine women.
So what's the problem, you fucking incel?
I hear you asking. Well, there's a difference between a masculine woman character and a male character that is only a woman because we slapped a vagina on her. Please allow me to elaborate. Vi is a male character. We men claim her. There's absolutely nothing woman-like about Vi, other than her makeup and the fact that she is voice acted by a woman.
And even male characters are voiced by women, and makeup is even worn by us men.
She's a heavy puncher, has shoulders broader than the average gym goer, yet smaller chest. She's quick to anger, stubborn, solves all her problems with violence.
So you're saying that women have to be completely feminine?
No, obviously not every female character needs to be a representative of femininity, or even be feminine in the absolutely slightest. Of course. Let's move on to Ambessa. She's a textbook patriarchal character. Her physique, her personality, her ideals, and even the way she communicates them scream, "This is Tywin Lannister on steroids." But not every strong female character needs to have any sort of femininity in her. Of course, I get it. Let's move on to Sevika. But not every strong, even the more feminine looking characters in the series go through typical male character arcs. I think it's fair to say they're overdoing it when one of your most feminine characters in your series is Jinx. And what I'm about to say isn't a new complaint, but why is the idea of a strong female character just a male one with a female skin? Why is emulating a man character supposed to be empowering or feminist? Women can be strong, useful, and interesting to watch without resorting to being a reskin of a dude. And obviously, it's a creative endeavor, and of course, you should be able to make characters like that, or any way you like it. But if it's almost every single female character, then it holds back your whole series from being an absolute masterpiece. Look, right about now, I am sure that to some of you, I'm coming off as a sexist who dislikes strong female characters. But that couldn't be further from the truth. So let me approach this from another angle. My favorite anime since I was a kid is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, written by a woman and filled to the brim with strong women characters. And the difference in how Hiromu Arakawa writes her strong female characters is that they are allowed to be feminine. The most masculine female character in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is Olivia Armstrong. Now, there's gonna be some spoilers, and the series is really good, so you should skip at this timestamp if you want to avoid them. Other than the fact that she actually looks like a woman and her high battle prowess despite being a female is thoroughly explained, and it's not just she works out bro or some shit, she also displays a prominent feminine side. Oliver Armstrong is a ruthless general, commanding the respect of the most hard and ruthless man in the most ruthless fort of the country. But she grows her hair and wears a female uniform, almost inhumanely strict with her troops, following the rule of only the strong will survive. But she does so with the vibes of a strict mother that, when push comes to shove, is ready to sacrifice herself for them. When simple violence is not the best solution, she executes a plan that puts her feminine powers to use. And I'm glad to tell you that no, she doesn't seduce a guard or something. Seriously, big spoilers. When she's approached by a corrupt echelon in the military that she wants to infiltrate, she needs to look like she's willing to betray her country to gain immortality. So she allows herself to look vulnerable and puts on a persona that is clearly at least partly true, even if it doesn't ultimately represent her true feelings or conclusions. Her femininity shines despite her defiance of traditional gender roles in the military or in society. By excelling in a harsh, male-dominated environment without compromising her identity as a woman, Olivia Armstrong is a quintessential strong female character. And that's the difference between a strong woman and a female skin of a male character, the actual feminine traits. A woman that is strong, not a woman that acts like a man. Arcane was an absolute banger though. 9 out of 10. Subscribe.
He's so sexy, a manly man. His jaw, his back, his bicep gun, he makes me feel like a woman. Oh man.